Hey, welcome to Dynamic Smears. I'm Hunter. I'm with my co-host Mercy.
Well, that's me. Hello, everybody.
Ho, ho, ho.
Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas? Merry
Weird.
Christmas.
This is the Weird Energy Podcast. We're just
Yes,
bringing
it
the
is.
energy straight over from the last recording and starting it out with that.
Yes, it's just been some time in between, but the energy is carried over.
The Ringo Kumiko energy has carried over. It's followed us like a specter until we talk about season 2. Neither one of us.
Has to be done.
I haven't been able to get to sleep. God, the specter of Reina Kumiko reign over us.
It'll end when we're finished recording this.
Now
So
we got a
thank
movie
you for
next
that.
year.
Fuck.
Yeah, another year of ghosts. It's the holidays.
It's the holiday. Well, happy holidays, everybody.
Happy holidays. Hey Mercy, I was thinking about this. Like we have tons of animated Christmas specials, but do you know any anime Christmas specials or anything?
Merry Christmas.
There was some
First of all-
niches.
Oh yeah.
What?
There's a skit in each show.
But I was meaning anime, not the SpongeBob Christmas special.
Yeah, I know. The first one that comes to mind is the one from Chuni. Isn't this an OVA?
Oh yeah, it is an OVA. We'll watch that.
Yeah. Remember we do a Chuni episode.
And Kids on the Slope, there was that Christmas stuff too.
What was
Remember?
that? Wait, what was that? I was trying to remember.
Remember when he kissed her in the snow without asking permission?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. God, that guy was a dick, retroactively.
That was weird. Huh.
But you know what? We did a good
You know,
episode.
Everything turned out okay at the end.
Did it?
No. Things. No.
Oh,
things
it
happened.
did. Yeah, it did. Anyway, that was
Both
some
mad at each
banter.
other by the end of it.
So a peek behind the curtain.
Peep behind. Yes.
That's what I looked up. I was thinking, no, we should probably do banter, and that's what you got.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Enjoy. Hope you enjoyed that. You're not gonna get back.
Fucking weird energy. God, we need to fucking kill this ghost, Mercy. Should we get right into talking about the show?
Let's fucking okay. We gotta record this podcast,
We gotta record
and
this
then-
podcast.
and then we gotta record another podcast at some point. Not now, but in the future.
I mean, Kumiko Reina the ghost will not be haunting us that time.
Okay, you're right.
So, hey Mercy, what show are we talking about today?
This is our second episode talking about Sound Euphonium,
Season 2.
season 2. Another serving of 13 episodes with all your favorite characters. Oh, well,
Do you want to run
Most
them
of
down? Do you want to run down them all?
nah, it's fuck.
No.
There's a lot of band members. I can't do that.
Yeah, but same director, same team as the last time. Tatsuhiro Ishihara directed it. I know Naiko Yamano is still the serious director, but I think she took more of a back seat because this was during the production of A Silent Voice. Last season, that was the only production going on, I was really sure, and this one had 2 productions at the same time. Original author, still Ayano Takeda. And the writer on the season, as far as I can tell, is still Chuki Hanada. So the team is back.
Everyone's here.
I do know one production tidbit about the show is they did get newer people at the studio, not newer people, but rising stars to do some more on this. I don't really have examples, but I know that was a thing that was talked about with the production of the show.
Yeah, I don't know. Where do you think is there a part of the show where you think it's apparent?
Maybe the bad episode they just got the newbies to get some practice in.
Wait, which one?
Episode 11.
Oh,
I know the Sakura blog did episode recaps on every single episode of the show, and they did a lot of production tidbits. And I read those when they're coming out. I don't have any of that on top of my head. But you know what? I'm sure there's like interesting facts.
Yes. But we can leave that to the smarter people.
I wanted that to be this podcast, but not this episode. Let's just...
Weird energy.
Should we just start this all again, or should we keep on going?
Now let's keep going. I think
Let's keep going.
All right, where do we start?
Hey, Mercy, I'm just gonna switch the region to Central.
Okay.
I'm just gonna do that quick. What MS are you at?
Let me check. Last ping 30.
Mine's at 32.
Okay. Let's keep it there for now.
Maybe I'll cut this out. Maybe I won't. Maybe this is just the cursed podcast.
Wait, would you leave it in? Okay.
I don't know.
This is just...
I'll listen to it and see if it's funny.
We'll figure it out.
We open on a winter's day.
Hey, everybody, if you're hearing this,
I started the
hi.
song. Well, now I'm definitely keeping this. We open on a winter's day. Kumiko opens a beaten notebook and smiles. I don't know what... My dog is snoring heavy in the background. I hope that stays in now. I don't know what that scene is about, though, because we are back in the summer. The band has won gold at the Kansai competition. One more competition, and they will go on to nationals if they win that one. Back at school, Kumiko meets the solo oboe player, Mizure. Kumiko noticed she lacks something in her playing. She's a quiet girl, but her and Yuko seem to be friends. Later on, Kumiko spots Natsuki trying to sneak a girl around named Nozomi. She quit the band and wants to join again. We flash back to Nozomi and Mizure on a bus in middle school. They have lost the competition. Nozomi promises a reserved Mizure they will win in high school. Nozomi starts to come around every day and asks Asuka to join back in, which is weird because she doesn't really decide that. Still, she says no. Yuko tells Mizure that Nozomi is trying to join back. It seems to make Mizure sick. Kumiko asks Nozomi why she quit. Nozomi led the charge last year that led all the second years quitting. Or all the then second years quitting, because they were mad at the third years. Back then, Asuka asked her why she was quitting and not just waiting a year. Nozomi now sees that as Asuka trying to support her, and she wants to support Asuka now this year. Kumiko asks Asuka why she isn't letting Nozomi back in. Asuka thinks Mizure will break down if that happens. They can't lose their only oboe player. A guest teacher, he let slip a little bit that Taki's wife died. Well, he had a wife and then she died. Later, yeah, oh no. Oh, she died. Later on, Kumiko hears Asuka playing Alone on the Hill, a song that is warm but yet lonely. Nozomi decides to check up on her own friend Mizure. She loves when she plays because she lets out all her emotions in the oboe. As soon as Mizure sees Nozomi, she runs away. Kumiko finds her hiding. Mizure tells Kumiko what's up with the plot, that Nozomi never told her she was quitting, and that Mizure is broken up because she was always a lonely girl. Then Nozomi decided to be her friend. She stayed in band because of Nozomi. That was her only connection to her. Nozomi walks in. Nozomi couldn't ask her to quit because she was practicing so hard. Nozomi never meant to abandon her, but she didn't check up on her in a year. Nozomi asks Mizure to play for her once again. Kumiko notices it sounds like an explosion of feelings whenever Nozomi is by her. It's time for the competition! They did it. They're going to nationals. But you remember Kumiko's sister? Well, she's dropping out of college. Kumiko, due to a series of coincidences, learns that Taki's dead wife went to the school. She was in the band. They always made it to nationals, but never won. She told Taki on her deathbed that he could lead them to gold. Kumiko oversees Asuka and her mother talking to Taki and the principal. She is trying to force Asuka to quit. Asuka refuses and her mother slaps her, accusing Asuka of playing the euphonium to only watch her suffer. Her mom starts to cry, apologizes that she's done it again, and an unfazed Asuka leads her away. Asuka starts to come to practice less. The band is not doing well because of this. Haruka says despite what they all think, that Asuka isn't special. That she needs their help to keep the band going, so she can join back at any time. Hey, you remember Kumiko's sister? Well, she says she never wanted to go to university. She didn't want to quit her school band. And she did what was always expected of her as the older sister. Shuichi happens to see her, the older sister, and ask her if she ever saw Kumiko play. I mean, Kumiko did start to play because Mamiko did. And Mamiko has forgotten this. If Asuka doesn't show up soon, Taki's quit kicking her out, and the band tries to convince her mom by getting Kumiko to go to Asuka's house. While there, Asuka kind of let out her whole backstory. Her dad was a famous Euphonium player. She never met him because her parents divorced young, but one day a euphonium and a battered old notebook came in the mail. Asuka reveals her dad will be a judge at nationals. Kumiko asks Asuka to play with them. Asuka says no one wants her around. Kumiko says they do. Asuka calls her out, asks her to prove this. Kumiko asks Asuka to be honest with herself and admits she wants to go to nationals. And Kumiko says, it doesn't matter what anyone else thinks, I want you to go to nationals and to play with me. Asuka joins back in the band. So Reina figures out the whole Taki wife dead thing. She's upset at Kumiko for not telling her. Kumiko tells Reina that his wife is dead and to go for it. Reina visits Taki's wife's grave and says she will make her dream come true. The band plays at nationals. Kumiko spots Mamiko there. The band does not win at nationals, they only got gold. Everyone is frustrated, but they did it. They made it to nationals. Too bad the third years are graduating, and they can't try again next year. Kumiko catches up with Mamiko. Kumiko screams out that she loves her sister, and her sister replies in kind. The band does a party for the departing third years. The remaining students play the Moonlight Crescent one final time for their senpais. Kumiko catches up with Asuka as she's leaving. Kumiko lets Asuka know that she used to hate her, but now she loves her, and she wants to keep on hearing her play. Asuka gives Kumiko the battered old notebook. The two friends don't say goodbye, promising to see each other again. As the snow falls, Kumiko opens the notebook. It's the music for the song that's warm yet lonely. The name of that piece is Sound Euphonium. The end.
Alright, that was the podcast.
Did it. You made that same exact joke the last episode because I fucking edited it today.
Fuck. Ain't come with their jokes.
I did it, everyone. I did not do a summary that was 15 minutes long, even though so much more happens this season.
Well, we can talk about those things individually.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. When you're reading that fact, there's parts of that that sound like kind of hilarious, like kind of like rushing through it and like not really divulging about it.
You didn't want a 15-minute summary.
No, I know.
And I didn't want one either. I'm moving around. Weird Energy Podcast.
Weird Energy. Weird Energy. That's the theme.
If we keep on saying Weird Energy, no one can get mad at us.
Nope. No, everyone be kind to us.
Be nice to us.
Be nice to us. It's the holidays.
It's the holidays. Hopefully you'll be listening to it during it.
Hopefully.
I mean, Marcy's editing it.
What?
Wait, I made that same joke in the last podcast too.
Did you?
No, yeah, I did.
This is just a repeat of the last episode, isn't it?
So, Reina and Kumiko.
Reina? Okay, we're starting there?
Actually, do you? Let's just do that. Let's just start there. Fuck it.
Okay. Hey, you know those games from the first season? They're back.
Are they?
Cool.
I think an interesting note is that in the books, so this season is a little weirder structured because the first season was adapting one book, this one was adapting two, and there's like a very obvious split. Like, did you like kind of notice that too?
Where did the split happen?
I mean, 5, I assume? Because, like, I don't know,
Okay,
as
yeah.
soon as, like, Nozomi and Mizore didn't stop becoming characters.
Okay, yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, episodes 1 to 5 are, like, definitely, like, I think you can slice up and have as a thing.
Like, yeah, that's just, like, an ending, and then it just goes into Oscar Land.
Oscaland, my favorite place to be.
I hate it there. Everyone just
Uh,
insults me.
oh no. I have to file a
But
complaint
it's
then.
but it's always like a weird insult because I'm like, are you insulting me?
There's like those backhand insults that you have to you think about it a minute later. I was like, wait, did he just make fun of me?
Oh, backhand insults. That's what they're called. I have a Twitter draft about Orochimaru, and I couldn't think of the term backhanded draft. Compliments. This has been bugging me all day. Thank you, Mercy.
Okay, glad I could help.
I am not kidding.
I'm here to help a friend.
Thank you for helping me with my Orochimaru tweets.
Alright, and I will help you finish out this podcast.
Nope, we're talking about Orochimaru now.
Fuck, okay.
Okay, so Taki and Reina, or wait, okay, Kumiko and Reina. Okay.
Kumiko and Reina.
Okay, so I'm looking at Audacity right now.
Okay.
I'm giving us a 5-minute time.
Okay.
We can't. The last one we did it for an hour. We can't do it for an hour.
No, we cannot. I don't know how we would even do that this time around.
I don't know. I think something interesting to note in this season is like they try to make Soichi more of a character. Like he gives Kumiko like a hairpin that means like a dead flower or some shit, but
that was like one moment in like the third to last episode.
I mean, I think it's interesting because in the books, they do end with like Kumiko wearing the hairpin all the time and saying to Asuka, "Yeah, me and Soichi are actually dating for real." Like that, like in the snowy scene at the very end of the show, like how weird would it have been if they just dropped that in there?
Yeah, it would be weird.
Yeah, so I guess there was maybe no room for that. But
Oh
I don't
yeah,
know.
you mentioned he's more of a character here. I mean, like I guess, but also he's still not there much.
Now, well, anyway, next movie they're dating. Don't worry.
Yeah. Okay, I'll say. Okay. I'll just throw this out here. Yeah. Okay. So he's still only kind of there, but he's more there than like Kimiko's friends. I don't know. You told me last episode that like they barely even this, and like, damn, you're right.
Yeah, they're in OP. They're in the ending. I feel bad because I didn't watch the specials last time, and they're so good in the specials.
That's where they shine when there's not plot happening.
Sapphire, it's just a character who will shine anytime there's a joke around, and I'm happy she got time to do jokes.
What are your jokes?
Wonderful. Nice boobs, Rain.
Okay, I will need to see those shorts soon.
God, okay, see, now I need to explain it. Those shorts made her like really horny in like a way that I was not expecting at all, and I hate to admit it, I found it hilarious.
God, I'm gonna have to see this to know what you're describing.
But it's like horny in not a gross way, but it's like a weird. It's weird. It's a weird energy. Weird energy for. I don't know. Like,
Anyway,
I watched those shorts and I tweeted out something. I was like, okay, if you're writing a joke about how girls are just comparing to their breasts and they like that, then I'm just calling them gay. Sapphire.
this is your take. You're putting it.
Yeah,
Putting
Sapphire.
your foot down.
Gay icon.
Gay icon.
True lesbian. Okay, 5 minutes starting now. Kumiko Reina.
Okay, so I remember. Okay, so I remember mentioning last episode how I wonder how their relationship would develop, if at all, and like how that would show throughout this season. It's kind of interesting. Are you there? Okay, I thought you went away for a sec. But yeah, like the early parts, I guess throughout, but I think mostly the early parts, it's showing them learning to friendship, kinda.
Yeah, like there's like a scene in episode 1 where Sapphire. Oh my, sorry, my dog put her neck around my cord and almost tipped the mic over.
Oh my god.
God, I love it when your dog barks, because I think that's cute, but my dog I love her, she's very old, she's just breathing heavily, and that's not as cute as barking. Okay, so there's a scene in episode 1. Weird energy. Where Hazuki drops something and Sapphire says 3-second rule. And then later on in that episode, Kumiko drops a food thing, and Reina's 3-second rule. And it's just so clear that Reina doesn't know what friends are.
No, friends aren't her thing. That's not. She's trying to be above everybody else. Well, she didn't have friends for that.
And that was just a defense thing for her because she just wants friends.
And yeah, she's got Kumiko there.
She's got Kumiko now, which is good.
Yeah,
it's internal. Remember?
It's eternal.
Remember when they were holding hands during the fireworks show?
I do.
And then Reina noticed Kumiko wasn't paying attention to her, and so Reina squeezed her hand, and then it cuts us to Kumiko's cheeks blushing. God,
that's good energy there.
What the fuck was up with that?
Okay, we cannot get started on this like we did last episode.
I mean, I gave us the 5 minutes. We have 2 minutes.
Okay. Well, fuck.
And we're going to keep on talking about them, but this is your time. Let's talk about their relationship.
I don't know. It shows them being more close, I guess, but nothing more than that.
I mean, closer in ways that friends are closer sometimes.
Yeah. But yes, and also no.
And also no. Remember when Reina fucking puts her face up to Kumiko's and says, "I will rip the mask off your face"?
Dude.
God, that was a lot. There was definitely less focus on their relationship, but every time they're on, it's a lot.
Yeah.
It's, I don't know. I guess there's no Mount Daikachi scene in this, but
they go up the mountain again.
Yeah, but that's is there a weird? I remember there was a something in that scene. I forgot. I mean, we have to talk about Also, you should listen to the first episode you have. We're just expecting that you know this stuff. I guess we're not gonna go say here's the characters again. Yeah,
no, we got time here to fill.
But we're expecting you. But there's we talked about the intimacy of friendship and how that's a good thing to portray more. But the way that show has done it is maybe leaning to I think they just didn't show it well because it looked like they were in a relationship.
Yeah.
Because the hand-holding thing is a thing that friends can do, and it's great and cool.
They hold hands quite a bit.
But the squeezing of the hand, and there's a scene when Kumiko falls asleep on Reina, and then Reina moves a bit to get Kumiko closer to her, nuzzling. It's weird. Just girl things. Okay, now I'm just pinpointing exact examples. I don't know. I get okay. Final takes on this, Mercy. Mine. I'll do mine first. I got mine ready. Okay. I legitimately think showcasing more friendships are more important than relationships, and how important that is are in shows are important. I like that. Not every character needs to be shipped together 100%.
Yeah.
Friendship is a great and powerful thing to showcase in shows more. But also, I don't do, and also, I don't put my finger on top of their forehead and lead them to their lips and wear a Snow White dress and flirt all the time.
I'm still unsure.
Okay, Mercy, you go.
I don't even know what I want. Honestly, I don't know. I think my thing is, I'm thankful for the moments they do have, or they kind of show the intimacy with each other, through whatever, the hand holding or looking at each other, getting each other's faces, making jokes at each other. That's all good stuff.
Yeah, it's great to see that part of their friendship develop.
Yeah. It doesn't have to be so rigidly defined as a thing or not.
Oh yeah, of
But
course. Like they're high school kids; they have no clue what the fuck anything means.
yeah, but it's I don't know. It's so weird in how how that's portrayed compared to like the rest of the things here, like rest of people's relationships.
I mean, okay, well, we're going to get a whole movie about another relationship, so we can maybe compare it a bit there, because we don't really see any other relationship, because every other relationship in that show is seen from Kumiko's perspective.
Yeah,
And that's a very important thing. Like, we don't know what Natsuki and Yuko are like outside of the club.
no,
And
I don't know. It feels a bit unfair because Liz is gonna be like a whole thing.
that is a movie that clearly goes into, like, this is of way more what is a relationship. And that's all I'm going to say, because I know you don't want to know anything about it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really excited for it.
Yeah, like, that's a movie that is just a drama.
Give me all that. Give me all that stuff.
Give me that,
I
Bruno.
want all of it.
Reina. Okay, final thing. Kumiko, disaster gay. Reina, disaster bi.
Yeah, I could be down with that.
Yes. Oh, Marcy.
What?
I feel it. The ghost.
Feel it? Oh, the ghost?
It's at
It's
peace.
gonna haunt us? Okay.
It's
Oh.
flying away. Bye. I'll see
Bye,
you in a
bye,
year.
ghost.
Peace.
Is this discourse over? Can we...
Do you want to talk about Taki and Reina quick while we're here?
Fuck. That's a different discourse.
Do you want to talk about... Okay, do you want to talk about Nozomi and Mizure yet? Or Taki and Reina?
I don't know. I could go either.
Like, I assume Asuka is going to be the final thing we talk about.
Yeah, okay, yeah, definitely. Let's go Mizure, not Nozomi.
Okay, so, this is... Okay, remember how I just said we wouldn't have to introduce characters? Well, here are the two we have to introduce.
Okay, yeah. These are characters that were like not there really in season 1, but like are more prominent characters.
They added them in the season 1 in the background, which is a neat thing to do that I noticed.
Yes, and they reference that.
There was that shot in season 1 of like the second year's Mad, and you don't see their faces, and I'm like, is that fucking Nozomi? Because you see her flute, and yeah, it was. That was neat.
Neato.
Okay, Mizure. Disaster. Nozomi? I don't know. Okay, so I guess I'll start, again. So, like, this is a podcast that we're kind of doing because we want to do, like, a Keanu show, and also because of Liz. And so I've saw Liz already. And so something I was looking out for is, like, scenes together with Nozomi and Mizure together. Which there really wasn't any.
There was some. I was looking out for that too because we're gonna watch Liz.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, and they're the main two people there, and so I'm like, yeah, how are they gonna be? Like, they're here. What are they gonna do here?
I mean, we get
so
them,
like they get their stuff, but it's in 5 episodes.
I mean, not really. We get the ending. And then I was counting, and then Mizure is like, I'll dedicate my solo to you. And then Kumiko, and then Reina was like, I'll dedicate my solo to you. Fuck. The ghost is back.
Okay, can I mention that scene? I like that scene.
Yeah, you can mention it.
Okay, so there's a scene, in episode 5, right before they're about to play in front of the crowd. Mizure is like, oh, I'm gonna dedicate this solo to you. And Nozomi's like, wow, cool, thanks. And then...
Poor Mizure. Poor Mizure.
Okay. So yeah, like Reina and Kimiko are standing nearby. And then Reina's like, alright, I'm gonna dedicate this solo to you. Kimiko is like, shouldn't you be dedicate it to Taki-sensei? And Reina was like, no, because then it turned to a ballad.
Or no, she says, it will be all hot and steamy. Which, that was really funny, too.
Yeah. Oh, that was a nice little... I like that moment.
like we talked about, like Reina and Kumiko, like actually having discussions is good,
Yes,
and not weird scenes on the mountain.
yes, like they have like not weird off moments where, oh, I guess they're talking. Oh, they're in a mountain.
Is this flirting? Kumiko on her private account. Is this flirting? Okay, so Misery is a solo oboe player. Like, she's the only one in the club at the moment. And Nozomi quit. Do you want to talk about, like, why Nozomi quit and all that? Or is that, like, do you just want to skip over that?
I can mention it somehow.
I mean, Misery and Nozomi they lost their competition. They wanted to win, or Nozomi wanted to win in high school. That's a very important distinction. And so Nozomi was like, okay, hey, let's go. Let's fucking do it, team. Let's practice. And it was revealed that most of those kids from that school quit because Nozomi kind of led them out. And not Yuko. Yuko didn't quit, and Natsuki didn't quit.
Yeah. Nozomi quit along a bunch of other people because, like, I was like, it's like, oh yeah, these people aren't trying like we're supposed to. So why are we even bothering?
Yeah, but now that Taki's there, she wants to join back in.
Yeah. And like her thing, like in the first episode, you mentioned the summary, but like she goes with the help of Natsuki. She goes to Asuka, like, hey, please let me to the club, and I can only join the club if I have your permission.
God, that's so weird. You know why? I forgot about it.
Did you?
No, because like after Natsuki comes back in the club, her relationship with Asuka doesn't matter at all.
No, it doesn't. Because there's like there's like those scenes in those early episodes where like Kumiko has to like pry things from people. It's like, what's up? Why can't you? Why can't you be let in?
I mean, they wanted a reason for Nozomi to join back in the club that wasn't Misery, because you can't have that. And it felt like, because this is Misery's arc, right?
Yeah. It's more, this is definitely more centered around Misery.
Misery, yeah. Nozomi's weird. I'm going to say almost every single thing I have to say about Nozomi until the movie.
Okay. But I'm sure we'll say about them in the movie.
Nozomi's weird.
Okay. Well, okay. You'll tell me about it next episode.
No, but even in this show, it's like she wants to join back in the club. She wants Asuka's permission. And then I guess she gets it. And then she just is Misery's girlfriend. Kinda. They're not dating.
No.
Poor Misery.
Poor Misery.
Okay, do you have any... I feel like Nozomi, we're not talking about a lot about her, but I think everything I have to say right now is in relation to her and Misery, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, like her deal... Oh, no. Like, their basic problem was, like, lack of communication.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Yeah, because like Mizuro's like really like shaken up when she sees Nozomi. Where are they exactly? Are they in the club room?
No, they're in the hallway because Misery practices by the window.
Oh yeah, and yeah, she like freaked the fuck out and like
she almost bounced.
Yeah,
she almost
it was a lot for her.
Has PTSD.
Oh yeah,
It's.
Okay,
so I guess we talk about her. Nozomi, I guess I really forgot all about her stuff with the second years and the whole poolside conversation because it comes up so little and doesn't seem to matter to me that much, I guess. The pool matters because we saw the cement addiction.
Yes.
That's an important...
Episode 2, good episode.
Well, we saw the cement addiction from Natsuki and this shirt from Yuko, My Staple Food is Love. Very important additions to the lore of My Sound Euphonium.
It wouldn't be the same without them.
No, 2 out of 5 show without them.
Yeah.
Misery.
Misery.
I had to mention it. I gotta get
Of course
that.
you did.
I had to get
Of
the
course you
t-shirt
did.
mentioned. So Misery, her whole thing at the beginning is like, well, she can't play. She's kind of like a robot. She just goes in and practices like the first one there every single day. Practices, but it's like so perfect and comes off weird.
She's got that oboe, but she doesn't have the feeling.
She's not putting any feeling in her notes, and she hates competitions. Do you have anything to say about that?
Okay. The thing to say about that is like she hates them, but then when like Nozomi joins and doing competitions, like, well, I guess I like them now.
Yeah, I think the notion of competitions in the show is very interesting because I guess that's
it's weird. It's kind of weird to me.
Yeah, because Kumiko. Stop it! God, your dog's so cute, just barking all the time. Do you hear mine?
Can you hear it?
Do you hear mine?
I don't hear a dog barking.
No, do you hear mine just breathing?
No, I don't.
She's coming over here. She needs something. Do you need something? Weird Energy Cast.
Weird Energy Cast. I kind of like it. I dig it.
I hate it.
Hey, Weird Energy means it'll probably be shorter than the last one.
Oh, cool.
That works for us.
Now. So, now she's... Wait, no. Okay, you heard that.
No, I don't think I did.
Oh, she sneezed really loud. Okay, Kumiko goes to like everyone and it's like, hey, how do you feel about competitions? And like and I think like the notion of like, hey, why the fuck does like competing, like ranking high school kids playing music important? Because it isn't. It really isn't, right?
Yeah, from a couple different members there. I was like, well, like they kind of suck because it's all based on like judges' opinions, and they can mark you down for whatever reason they want.
There's an example. It's like, oh, as soon as you play this song, I knew you were doomed.
Yeah, and that does suck.
Yeah, and it's like, oh yeah, you practice all year to fucking make 3 old people happy. Or like, not 3, but I don't know, a number of old people. And I guess it's important scholarships for some part, probably, but it never gets into that. And Misery hates them because they just bring suffering.
You know what's important too?
Reina?
Yeah.
Is it important? Yeah, it is. Yeah, I guess, I don't know, I thought that was an interesting thing, also tying into Asuka, because, like, well, what does it matter as long as we play?
Yeah, I don't know. I remember that, yeah, they're like, I remember that scene, episode 1, where, Kimiko and Reina were talking, and, like, Reina, like, Kimiko asked, she was like, what do you think about Asuka not letting her in? And she was like, well, she's probably right, and I trust her because we don't want to mess up what we got now. We need to make it nationals.
Mm-hmm. And Yuko says something which I wish I could remember, but I'm sure Yuko said the smartest thing in the whole world.
Let's go. Yuko
MVP. I'm going to take my dog outside.
Hey y'all, Hunter, please edit this in, or don't edit this in. Please don't do that. I'm speaking to you. Though I was about to say viewers, the listeners. Hi. I'm talking to you. Oh no, that's all I gotta say. Podcasting is something I do. I do a podcast. Hunter does a podcast. We do a podcast together. It's a good time. Making content for y'all. Hope you enjoy the thing. Marcy, that's me. I do a podcast. I do 2 podcasts. I'll do another podcast at some point. That'd be cool.
Okay. I can't
Hey.
fucking believe it. He walks back in the room, right? And
Alright.
so he just instantly walks behind my chair to where the little cord isn't, all the way out, and gets her fucking neck in it as he keeps on walking because he doesn't know where cords are, and my mic falls.
Oh my god.
Fucking dickhead. Where are you? Okay, so he went in the corner. He's now chewing the carpet.
Did they not listen to you? It's just be nice. You gotta be nice to us.
No, I need to buy her some new stuff. She's mad. I'm gonna buy her. My plan is to get her Christmas presents the day after Christmas at PetSmart, where they sell all their Christmas items cheap. And that's her Christmas. He doesn't know what Christmas is. He's a dog.
Yeah. Take that, dog. Sorry to all the dog listeners out there. Now you know. Damn.
We love our dogs here, but I much prefer recording in a day when I don't have to be so quiet, and also my dog is asleep because I gave her my fucked up sleep schedule and she just sleeps all day. Hey, welcome back to the Weird Energy Dog Chat.
Weird Energy Dog Chat.
We love all
2018.
This episode we're talking about anime we have watched with our dogs. This is also an NPR show because I'm whispering like this, and you know that. And so, hey, Mercy. So we were talking about the Sound Euphonium Season 2. How did your dog like Sound Euphonium Season 2?
God, we ain't get the fucking NPR money.
How did your dog like Sound Euphonium Season 2?
They loved it. They thought it was great.
Yeah. Did they like the color, like the noises didn't make them scared or anything?
Okay, no. They did hate the noises. They whenever there's noises, they bark.
Well, I had to turn it down during the performance in episode 5, but they really liked the jazz performance in the station. I have no clue why.
Huh. It's interesting.
But just back to our own topics. I know most people come here to know what our dogs feel about them. But I think we're going to indulge ourselves a little bit, and let's just keep on talking about Misery.
Misery.
In the Weird Energy Dog podcast. Okay, so we said Yuko was MVP. So Yuko's the MVP of the season.
Yes, definitely.
She's the MVP. She becomes president, deservedly.
Just at the end there.
There's that shot of her face that's just full frame. It's just the whole shot of her face. But also she's been like Misery's friend the whole show. It's just in the background and we never noticed.
Yeah.
Which is
but we were friends.
Yeah. Yes. Where do we go in?
A good question.
We're really bad at the part where we need to start talking about this stuff.
Yeah, just a bit. I think this is the area we have. Actually, no, fuck. Okay, I just remember another thing I have to talk about.
No, yeah, I don't know. Maybe we'll just skip over Mamika. Fuck it.
Okay, that's what I was thinking.
We
have to mention it.
We mentioned it just now. So Misery.
Fuck. Weird energy.
Weird energy.
Weird energy.
God, I hate this. I hate this podcast.
This is great.
So this is the more free from fucking thing we were talking about.
Yes.
Except not just for this episode, but for the next one. Fuck. Yeah.
Right.
So Misery does seem to have some form, like, I'm not going to call it PTSD, but like a trauma with Nozomi. I guess it's anxiety because at the end it's like revealed that like she just can't. She was afraid to talk to her the whole time when he thought it was the opposite, I guess.
Yeah, it's definitely okay. Yeah, anxiety is a better way to describe it.
Or going. Okay, hey Mercy, how about you start? One, because I don't know where to start, and two, I already have like a lot of preconceived feelings on her too. That I'm like, and I kind of may just want to build off what you say.
Fuck, I don't know where to start either.
You're a host. You're a host of a podcast. Just look at your dog. Just look at your dog's eyes. I'd say misery.
I can't see them from here.
Woof.
Woof.
Just you were petting your dog, of course.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I'm two
As-
hands petting my dogs right now.
As misery came on screen.
Yes.
How did you feel?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how to talk about this. It's not even to have complicated things. It's just I don't know how to talk.
You have a podcast.
I do. Okay. Should we just talk about that scene? Should we just talk about that scene?
I feel like we need to talk about misery more for it first, but you know what? You're starting it, so.
Oh, we kind of talked about her already a bit, like about like her oboe playing, like Mr. Anxiety stuff. What else is there?
I mean, the scene with Yuko and I guess the scene with Nozomi.
I mean, yeah, that's the scene.
Weird energy.
Weird energy.
Or no, wait, no, I'm sorry. The first thing to talk about is Misery and Kumiko.
Oh yeah, I guess there's that. Yeah. Kumiko, remember her?
I'm really excited to watch Liz again, because one, that's an amazing movie.
I'm excited.
And I've been watching scenes from it once a week, so now that I have like a download of it. Another thing is Kumiko's not in that movie barely, and that helps it a lot. Because like Kumiko, we're going to talk about this more with Asuka, because Asuka literally calls her out for this very specific thing.
Okay, we'll get to that.
But like Kumiko is like never does anything, and she just watches the story unfold.
Yeah.
And it's like she's like the most passive character in this. Like Misery is like, I will tell you my backstory, which seems so
she's
weird
like,
now.
Kimiko's like, well, thanks. Now I know.
Which is so weird if you think about it for a minute, because why would Misery open up to her?
It's weird. It's just like some kind of like meta commentary about anime protagonists.
I mean, I would say protagonist in general, but this one very specifically, because I know like, it 100% feels like the Arthur, I said the word, I did it, and wanted to tell a story about Misery and Nozomi, but had to tell it from Kumiko's perspective. So Kumiko...
Main character.
Yeah. She's the one we see everything from, and that's a good way for us to know a lot about Kumiko, but maybe not a great way to tell a story about two other characters' relationship that doesn't involve her one single bit.
No. Yeah, the only times Kumiko like interacts with like Nozomi is like when she's trying to get back to the club.
Oh yeah, Nozomi opening up to Kumiko makes 100% sense, I guess.
I mean, yeah, it makes sense.
I guess. I don't know. And then like Misery and Nozomi after this just become like side characters in the weirdest way. Like remember when Kumiko was going to go to Asuka's house or something, and Misery and Nozomi just walk in at the same exact time smiling, and like, we are the side characters that were major characters. We are here to give you support, hero, before you go on the quest.
Take this sword.
Take this sword. It's embedded with Lesbian energy. Indeed. Misery. Okay, I think the easiest way to do this, I'm just gonna be a fucking child. So Misery, to start the scene, gives her backstory to Kumiko for some reason. And she just talks about how she had no friends at all, like Reina in a lot of ways, I guess. And she always secluded herself, and no one talked to her, so she didn't talk to anyone, so no one talked to her. And then Nozomi came one day, talked to her, and then Misery sees Nozomi as her only friend. And to Nozomi, she was just one of many. And so that really fucked her up.
Yeah.
When her one and only friend
people
who only talked to her left her without saying anything.
It's kind of fucked up.
It's kind of fucked up. And so, and then she doesn't move on. Like, Misery, every single day, just keeps on thinking about Nozomi because he keeps on going back to band. That was her only connection.
She's like trying to get into, like, she's like more aiming to get into nationals because of her.
To keep her dream alive?
Yeah.
Or, like, to stay, or
because
even...
because there was a scene in the bus, or just like we're gonna make it to nationals. God damn it!
But she just plays her oboe because that's the only connection she has.
Yeah.
And that's a really...
Wait, wasn't it? No, was it? No, I don't remember. Wasn't Nozomi that told her like, "Hey, play the oboe"?
Yeah.
Okay, it was.
Yeah, it's like an arrow shooting in my heart every time we play.
Okay. I'm trying to remember this thing now, because that would be also part of that.
And that line, or the move, wait, what?
What?
Never mind. Yeah, and then... So Misery breaks down. Like, completely just breaks down. And she says she was not afraid of Nozomi. She just was so afraid to talk to Nozomi because she was afraid that would be the end of her friendship. Like, she was so afraid that, like, maybe that being the end, she just avoided her as much as she could.
Yeah, I remember like she was talking to Kumiko, how did it happen?
Yuko?
No, Misery and Kumiko, because she Misery had that line that's like, I don't hate her.
No, Misery deeply loves her, and it's so sad.
Yeah, Kumiko's like really thrown off by that.
Like, almost in an unhealthy way.
Oh, almost.
Pretty
almost.
Well, no, not unhealthy to Nozomi, but definitely unhealthy to Misery.
It's...
Yeah. To me, yeah, no, Misery is definitely more hurt by this than Nozomi, because Nozomi never fucking talked to her for a year. And then one day it was like, hey, I'm gonna talk to Misery, I guess.
Hey, yeah, she's like fucking crying in this classroom, and Yuko's trying to calm her down.
Do you want to talk about the Yuko scene now? Do we have anything else to say about Misery being sad, and also I relate to her a lot in that?
Okay, Mirror, you can probably expand on that, but me, you don't want to.
I mean, no, it's fine. Like, I had a relationship, like, a lot, kind of similar in a lot of ways. In that, maybe in a way, you're right, I don't want to expand upon. But in a way that I kind of wish Misery would try to move on. And, I mean, yeah, we're getting another movie with her. We'll see what she does. But in this right now, it's like, oh... And I definitely different than me, because when I watched this the first time, I was still in that. And I could not see it as much. And so coming back to that, that was definitely something I thought about more. Like, I definitely did feel the line, she was my only friend, and I was just one of many at the time.
God, yeah.
Which is a feeling that I feel a lot. And also, I feel the same way Misery does to Yuko when Yuko shows up first. Do you want to talk about what Yuko said during that scene?
I'm trying to remember what she said, honestly.
Yuko, to my memory, says, hey, you weren't just playing for Nozomi, come on.
Yeah, okay, now it's coming, okay. Yeah, it's just like, no, yeah, you weren't obviously playing just for Nozomi, you're playing for, like, the band, and you're trying to make nationals, and you're all in it together and stuff.
Yeah, and Nozomi says, well, yeah, I was happy when we won.
Yeah.
But there's also that line where Misery is like, Nozomi is all I have. And Yuko just gets pissed the fuck off.
Oh, yeah, she gets pissed.
But it was pissed.
No, you dummy. What the fuck?
Pissed in a way that Yuko does, in a way that's always amazing, because may I remind you, MVP.
MVP.
And she says, no, I've been here the whole time. And then Misery, in another relatable moment, says, you were just pitying me the whole time. Oh, Misery.
Misery.
I hope she's okay.
She's okay now.
We'll watch Liz.
We'll watch Liz.
is he okay? And she's, because like after this, like she says, "Oh yeah, I guess Yuko's my friend," and then we never see Yuko and Misery talk again.
It's because the show's not focused on them. It's focused on other things.
I know, but
Like
fuck.
for
Yeah, we had a whole episode that was just bad Reina shit. But I get, but
okay, no. Do you have anything else to say there?
I mean, but even in the background, like the first scene's like, "Hey, Yuko and Nozomi, Misery, we're kind of friends," and then it just becomes Misery and Nozomi in a way that I'm like, now in a way I can't believe someone else saw that and says, "Hey, what the fuck comes after this?"
Well, we see what comes after that.
Yeah, so then Yuko pulls Misery literally into the light from the shadows into the light. It's called Mercy. It's called symbolism.
Oh,
I know anime doesn't have a lot of it, but you know,
okay,
it's neat. Neat.
Neat.
I just think it's neat.
I just think it's neat.
I just think it's neat when a character's in the shadows and then they get pulled to the light, signifying some change.
Yeah, it's cool neat. Looking.
Then Nozomi comes in and says, "Hey, I just thought you didn't want to quit, and I just haven't talked to you for years. But I like it when you play, and that's the scene." And then you can go listen to them play. It's like, oh wow, it sounds like explosions exploding out of her. What emotions? I don't know. Because Misery doesn't like fucking. She says sorry. And then Nozomi's like, why are you apologizing? Then Misery keeps on saying sorry, and that's the end of them. And I'm like, same. Sorry for the weird energy cast.
Weird energy.
It's an energy. Do you have anything to say?
I
may leave it off that because we do have a movie. But tell me how you're feeling about them right now. I want to know this like before you're watching that movie.
Nozomi could have like talked to her. Like what? Like why?
For a whole year.
My God, like no catch up. Like come on. Oh no. Okay. Well, I don't know. I think like in. I don't know, because like lack of communication is like a plot point that's like in a bunch of shit. Like in like a bunch of other animes, it's like so blatant and like so just fucking talk to each other. God damn it! If you mentioned this one thing, there wouldn't be this big giant conflict.
Or yeah, I guess even just it's weird.
Like I was just bothered by that here, but like. And I'm glad I didn't feel strong about it as it did in other stuff, but it's fucking a year. You're not gonna like see her anywhere. It's like, hey, what's up? Was she a shitty friend? I think that's what I'm trying to reconcile with. Was she just a shitty friend?
100%. I legitimately think she doesn't talk to Misery for a year. And we get no scenes of like, well, you were just always so hard at work. But no, that wasn't it. She has other friends. Misery just like talks about how much he loves Nozomi, and Misery, and Nozomi can just reply, yeah, I like you playing a lot.
Yeah.
You play that Omo good.
And then things are fine after that.
Yeah, and Yuko's over there saying like, you're a hard worker, you're great, you're like a legitimately great person. And Nozomi's just like, hey, I like it when you play.
You play the level real good.
Yeah.
I saw it. I saw you. You did good. By the way, I didn't mention I saw you before. Remember, hey, you know what competition play that? I saw it. I was in the crowd.
I noticed. I think it's going to happen. I'm like, oh, sure. It's weird that we didn't get a scene after that of Nozomi maybe talking to Natsuki, where it was maybe revealed of like, yeah, I did want to join that back to be with Misery.
Yeah.
If that was there, that would have fixed the whole much. Like just a scene with Natsuki and Natsuki and Nozomi.
Yeah, that would. Yeah.
Like a post-mortem of like, yeah, I really missed her actually.
Just is acknowledging that at all.
Because, like, right now, I don't think that's real. Like, I don't know if that's a thing that is real or not. You know?
Why does she want to join the band again?
Because Asuka. Moving on.
We battled one dragon there. We got other dragons to battle.
Tune in the next bonus podcast. We'll talk about this.
Another dungeon here.
Okay. Alright. I'm just gonna get out. Let's just get this out. Let's just get this out of the way. Bonus dungeon. Remember when Reina was at Taki's wife's grave?
Shut the fuck up.
Remember when Kumiko and Reina held hands on the hill and saying, "Hey, she's dead, go for it."
Shut up.
Well, I'm just saying, you know what, never mind, you know what, I'll talk about that more later, about like, not being special, but Reina just going deeper into a schoolgirl crush, which I kind of liked at first, because that like showcased a lot of her, no, she's not special, she just has like a fucking dumb crush that will never like come succeed. But then just like being at his white grave is a lot.
Okay, I got things to say, but I think we should probably build up Taki's backstory here because it's more explained.
Oh, I mean, I explained that or something. It's pretty simple. Wife died. Wife mentioned something about, hey, you could be a good conductor and make that team win. Yeah. I mean,
yeah. Oh no, there's that scene at camp where like Taki's friend slash like guest teacher is like describing it to her. Also that was happening while Reina was talking to Taki about something. I forgot what they were talking about.
Then Reina wanted to know, Dad, if that other guest teacher was dating with them.
Oh yeah, that was the whole thing. Reina was fucking like, she was fucking being beaten up. She was beating herself up over that so much.
See, but that was funny, though. That was like a thing that was like Reina being a normal human being with a dumb crush.
Okay, I have a thing about to say about that, but
what? Like, this is not like the storyline at all.
No, it's not. It's not that. Should I just get to it?
Oh yeah, of course. This is the time when we're talking about it.
I get that. You talked about that. Like, I don't like it too. It's like it's her one shred of being a dumb high school student and having this dumb crush. My problem is it's never acknowledged as that by Kumiko ever.
Or Kari
just like,
or Yuko. Right.
No, yeah. Oh, no, because like there's that stuff. Oh, fuck. Okay, Mike, if you're about to sleep there for a sec, right, the monitor shut off. Yeah, oh no, there's okay. Oh my god, no, I can't go there yet because there's a thing that happens before then. Okay,
no, just get on to it, Mercy. You want this podcast to be under 2 hours? We got to do it.
You're right. Okay, so Reina finds out. She finds out about his wife. She finds out that she died. Finds out that her dying wish was to.
Yep, she finds the script.
She wanted. Was it her for the class? I don't remember.
No, she pressed the teacher about it. The member.
Okay. Like nationals, get there.
Okay.
Like she has that. She's like, well, fuck. That's they climb. Okay, so yeah, she and Kumiko climb up that mountain again. Did she have a fancy thing on? I forget.
No.
Oh, they biked up there.
No, they walked up there.
And I thought they biked.
You can keep on talking about how you feel. I'll fact check this because this is important to me.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. She gets up top of there, and then like she screams out into the neighborhood. She's fucking it's like her soul was crushed. And
you know what? Reina screams a lot. She screamed at like season 1 a couple times.
Yeah, and then what?
She screamed at season 1 a couple of times. She was so frustrated she could die.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know, but she's broken up by, and then then there's that fucking grave scene where he's like, "Well, I'm gonna have to do due diligence here and go to her grave and pay respects." Press F to pay respects.
You missed the part I'm mad about.
And then, okay, well, we'll get to. And she goes to Kumiko, and Kumiko's like, "What'd you do there?" And she said, "I promised her that we'll get to nationals to." Or no, we'll get gold nationals. They were at nationals by then. Well, okay, say your thing.
Okay, first off, Reina looked like great. Still climbing up this mountain. She's wearing a sweater, like a white cutaway. Like definitely not a white snow dress, but like she's still like trying to like outshine Kumiko in the fashion department of climbing from a mountain in the middle of the night. You know, just quick fact check.
Quick fact check.
They were also walking. No, I'm mad about the part when Kumiko holds her hand and says his wife's dead. Go for it.
She said, okay, yeah, she says that jokingly.
No, she doesn't.
She does.
No, she doesn't. 100% no, she doesn't. You want to pull that up?
It felt more jokey to me.
No,
I mean, it caught me off guard too, but I felt like I'm just trying to help make her feel better.
I mean, maybe that, but 100% she wasn't really joking. I really don't think she was joking.
And then I guess the part of my beef about it. Kumiko never like goes to Reina and says like, this isn't gonna happen, right?
Well, here's the thing, I still hate it because 100%. I just looked at the scene again. She's 100% serious, or at least telling Reina what she wants to think. She says, "Go for it. You have my support." And then Reina starts to cry, and Kumiko locks hands closer to her. So honestly, okay, if we wanted to take Ghost, please, hey buddy, please come back here for a minute. The real tragedy of that scene is Kumiko saying, "You love me," and not Taki, and to go for it. Like that's the tragedy of the scene.
That's
really,
so
honestly.
tragic.
I'm not even
so tragic.
I'm not even joking. Because I think there was a version of that scene where Kumiko was like, "I am here."
I'm here
because Kumiko says, "I support you," in a way that starts to make Reina cry and super. But also, okay, it's so counter juxtaposed because the previous episode is the biggest scene in the whole entire show we'll talk about, even though we want this podcast to be under 2 hours. You're a normal high school student, and this one is completely back into Reina's bullshit of, "No, you're special. Okay, go pursue the teacher, and I'll be here to support you." When Kumiko says, "No, you're a high school student. Come on."
I wish she had to come on.
And that's why
that's part of the thing where it's like you're just kind of passively like relating to everyone here and not really making a strong stance for one way or the other.
And that's why I say My Son Euphonium would be the best anime ever if it had 3 more seasons, because we would have that scene in 2 seasons from now. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We're gonna get that movie. We'll see.
They don't have time for that.
We'll see.
We got the girl with the ribbons.
With the ribbon girl.
She winked and the heart came out. The Wikipedia page says she's kind of an asshole, and I can't wait for that.
Let's get hype.
Okay. Well, we done talking about Reina? I hate that episode. No, it's a fine episode. I just think it's annoying.
No. Again, we're sharing a lot of the gripes with the show. Like, we like the show a lot.
Oh yeah, I love the show.
Yeah, it's really good. But like, I don't know. There's like these gripes that I have with it, that you have with it. They're like, we keep thinking about it and keep trying to figure out what things mean.
I know what things mean. I just don't think the show knows what they mean.
Okay, yeah, that's a better way to say it. This is like,
okay, actually, we're about to talk about the fucking themes and stuff that I have the hardest part kind of parsing. But yeah, I guess episode 11 annoys me because I only needed from Reina that Taki was hot, because he is. and that's a fact. And that one time she was nice to her. I mean, I guess that's what I needed to know. I guess I didn't need a whole backstory of why she thinks Taki's cool and hot, because it just is, it's on the screen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Also, that grave scene was weird.
It was weird.
There was a weird energy.
I don't know.
Kumiko was there too.
I remember talking to you after episode. I was like, okay, cool. I'm glad she finally has like some amount of closure, kinda. And then another scene happens later.
The I love you?
Yes. Okay. Okay. Now it's okay. No, just talk about that.
See, that's cute. I see that goes back into cute. Okay. If this episode didn't happen, I would say that was cute.
It doesn't feel cute. It feels weird to me.
Because I think it's cute because everyone else doesn't think it's a real confession.
That's the cute part. I like that.
I thought that was funny.
It is funny.
And then Taki doesn't fucking realize.
I just wish Reina had just a tiny bit of humility.
Never. No, she does sit down and like, I said it. Well, I mean, everyone was just saying stuff. Like, everyone said Teppy Sensei was hot, but was Teppy Sensei hot? Yes. Did his students mean it? No.
Yeah. Like, yeah, Reina means, and everyone's like, hey, good, you shot.
We don't need to explain that whole scene.
Took a shot.
She took a shot and fucked it. Hey, Mercy.
What?
I think I'm gonna call it. Do you have anything else to say? I think we're talking in circles about this.
Okay, I'll say this. I feel very weird about where Reina is by the end of that show.
Oh yeah, me too. 100%.
Because the focus is on it. Because the focus is largely taken away from her to like other people, to a certain character that we'll talk about. But
you can say Asuka, people know.
Okay, yeah, Asuka, and it's weird. I don't know.
I mean, I think that's fine. I just think Reina is now existing in this weird bubble of everyone in the club kind of supporting her, maybe pursuing a teacher and like dating, which is just gross. And in the back of my head, I'm thinking, this is an anime. Anything could happen.
God, shut up.
Her last book club was Gunbuster.
You're right.
And Gunbuster fucking did it fine. It's not fine, but I'm willing to just like kind of look up in the air and whistle for a little bit when it comes on screen, because one, it just doesn't really put a light on it, and two, and I don't know, like anime also has a show called Usagi Drop, which is a show that's recommended all the time, despite having one of the grossest endings of all time. There's an anime that I dearly love has an ending this gross, and that comes up at the same exact thing in the last 5 minutes of the show, and I will never forgive it for that. Even though all fucking 40 other episodes of the show are brilliant and amazing.
Well, don't go into it.
I won't. Maybe we'll actually watch that show because the show is fucking amazing. But we won't know. Like, I don't think we're ever going to see that ending, and I think it's just so weird that
Reina still has more to be explored.
We never get we need to have the scene of Kumiko screaming, "You're a normal high school girl."
Yes, I would love that. We
need the Kumiko call out post.
Yes.
And Kumiko is so infatuated in Reina, he can't give her that. And I would love to see that relationship grow. And that's like the most invested I am after what we've seen of aired of the show, right?
Yeah.
Like, that is where I want the next movie to go.
It probably
and it won't. It won't. And I don't know. It's weird. It's a weird thing to end Reina on, and
I'm glad we feel similar here.
We always have her. We always have the ships.
We always have the ships. They have all those good moments together.
I mean, yeah, we're gonna get those. And I even do just like Reina. Okay, we need to stop. We need to.
Yeah. Okay. We got Big Elephant.
Okay, so we try to talk about this by ourselves. Let's get this out of the way. I'm going to be honest with you, listeners of the Weird Energy Dogcast.
All right.
Every time Mamiko came on screen, my dog just started barking so loud and it covered the screen, so I can never read the subtitles. So I have no clue how to talk about Mamiko.
Me neither.
Your dog was also covering the screen and barking.
They're small dogs. I don't know. The fact that
they
it did
just
that
had to cover.
kind
They
of
just had to cover the subtitles. All they had to do was cover subtitles.
I was sitting in my bed. I was watching it on my phone, and dog just like sat in front of me, just that scene.
Yeah, how are we supposed to talk about Mamiko? A character that may be deeply important to the whole season and is essential to the plot of Asuka and Kumiko. Maybe if we don't know how to talk about her.
It is weird. It's.
Should we talk about Asuka?
Should we just mention? Should we just mention why?
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I just have no clue. I have Mamiko is so deeply important to the season, and I don't know.
It's specifically like what happens with her and like how people react to her that makes things weird.
I mean, are you uncomfortable talking about it, or are you like unsure?
It sounds like you're uncomfortable, and that's fine.
No, I'm not uncomfortable. I just fucking.
You just don't know how to do a thing.
Yeah, and I'm uncomfortable feeling that way because I like to think of myself knowing what's going on sometimes. But that's the podcast. This is fun. Let's talk about this for a minute because we need to talk about Asuka.
Yeah.
So Kumiko gets in the band because he likes watching Mamiko play. And Mamiko quits the band. And that was the whole thing with the first season 1. It's like, oh, she's my ally to pursue school. And this one, she drops out. Then she wants to become a beautician. And her family's opposed to that because they spent like 3 years of money on college for her. And Mamiko's like, oh yeah, well, I never wanted to do any of this. I was just being an older sister. And Kumiko and her kind of get a wedge forged between them because of the band, and Mamiko is jealous of Kumiko, and I think Kumiko is a little jealous of Mamiko. And so they never really connect until Mamiko leaves the house. But Kumiko, in front of her mind, the whole show is Mamiko, because that's what's most important to her in this whole season, I would say, is her sister. And so she keeps on seeing Mamiko in everything else she does. And I guess it's just been a big build-up to her being honest about her feelings to Mamiko. Oh, I did it.
You did it. See?
Fuck. That's not a bit. I want to just start talking.
That's why we have a podcast.
I thought it's so we can get that NPR money.
That too. We'll get there. That's part.
My
That's
dog
that too.
needs a new dog bed. She keeps on covering up the screen when I watch the anime. I need to give her her own room. You know what I like about Mamiko?
What?
She's a dumbass.
Totally.
Like, she's just a fucking dumbass who doesn't know what to do with her life and drops out of college, and she's just jealous of everyone around her who kind of know what to do. Same hat. Who kind of have some direction in their life. So she gets jealous of her high school sister because he's playing the Euphonium.
Same
It's
hat.
a lot. Oh, I didn't know you had a sister who played the Euphonium.
No, a similar hat. Not exact.
A trombone. Okay, is it an instrument?
No.
Okay, I need to know that. Okay. I was moving around in my chair. We've been recording for 2 hours now, so my butt hurts.
Fuck, it's been 2 hours. No, okay, no, not exact. No, because there's downtime, there's breaks and stuff.
There's like 15 minutes of downtime.
20.
This is a 2-hour pod, Mercy.
God damn, we did it.
Because you know why? We're talking about Asuka.
All right, let's
do you have anything to say about Mamiko? She is very important to the season.
She is. I don't know if I have much to add other than what you already said.
It's fine.
Same hat.
Oh my god, Mercy. Well, are we gonna do like the whole fucking thing like we've always been doing with this whole show? Will we just hem and haw for 15 minutes about starting to talk about something?
I think it's gonna be less than that. We'll see.
I don't know. We've done it twice already. We're hemming right now. When is the Han gonna come in?
Huh.
Fuck.
Hey, Hunter.
Yeah.
I was finally move on to the secret main character of this entire show, Asuka.
Okay.
Secretly behind the scenes, the most important character of the show.
Okay. Tell me why.
Well, we gotta talk about it.
Well, talking about it usually starts with one person talking.
You're starting here.
I thought you were starting.
That was my start, and I'm throwing it to you.
Damn. Is this how it feels like when I do this to you?
Maybe?
I usually do it to you, but then I take it back. I just tease you because I think it's funny. So, okay,
Start at the
the
scene.
beginning.
Start.
Asuka was a child. And then one day she came home and there was a euphonium in the box. And inside it was a beaded out notebook with a song that was lonely yet happy, but warm, I mean. And then her arc happened.
Her arc.
And then my dog fell asleep on my lap.
Oh.
How did you feel about us? How did your dogs like Asuka's arc?
Very confused.
Okay, I'm sorry. I got it. We need to get to it. I got it.
Okay. You got it?
No.
Okay.
So yeah, Asuka has always been like this deeply selfish character. Like, not really ever wanting to go to nationals. Like, she's always... I kind of pitched her last episode as the reverse of Reina. In some ways. Like, a character who is very good at being outgoing, but is secretly kind of not, and more reserved than anyone else in the club. And I guess someone thought, oh, that's interesting, so they gave her a whole book, an arc in the show.
The Asuka book.
The Asuka book. But from Kumiko's perspective. Never not from Kumiko's perspective.
Let's just start at the scene.
I think that's the first scene, really.
Yeah.
I mean, there's stuff in season 2 about her kind of trying to protect the club, but without being... She never wants to have a discussion. She tries to do it in ways that ended up making things blow up more than they could have.
Yeah. Oh, there was like that scene in where she was talking to Kumiko about why she didn't want Nozomi in the club.
Yeah, and if Asuka actually maybe talked about that stuff instead of avoiding it, it wouldn't have blown up maybe as bad as it did. But yeah.
Yeah, so like, oh no, there was that. And that was like definitely more peak at her. But the scene we're trying to start here.
There's always those scary scenes of when Kumiko says, "No, tell me what your true feelings," and then she just frowns. Like, her Asuka smile goes away, and then she just gets really serious and scary.
It's scary.
Because, yeah, Asuka, when she's not putting her mask on, is scary and sad. Because there's a scene where Kumiko, as Kumiko does, oversees the plot happening. And, like, her mom's there, and her mom is trying to get her to quit Tataki. And this is hard to... I mean, she just slaps her when she refuses to quit.
She's like yelling at them. She's yelling at Taki. She's yelling at Asuka.
Very unhinged.
Very, very.
And then she accuses, like, this is important. She's like, oh yeah, she says, you're still playing the euphonium just to fuck with me. And then I guess the part I wanted to talk about in this scene specifically is when her mother starts crying and apologizing. And she says, not again. And Asuka completely just unfazed this whole time, not having any reaction, just leads her away. And it's just this really raw scene of abusive relationships.
It really caught me off guard.
I think you've been talking about the show being an anime, and it's anime. I think the show in so many aspects is like very real in a lot of aspects, like, especially between relationships.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Like, maybe Kumiko just overseeing the plot all the time, but you gotta write a book.
yeah. You have to make the thing.
You gotta get the plot going. But just that relationship, we never see her mom again.
No.
I forgot that too. We never get any resolution. I guess we'll talk about what Oscar says about her mom later.
Yeah. I don't think we really want to talk about the dynamics of an abusive relationship between a mother and child.
I guess I do. I want to touch on one thing.
Okay.
If I can.
If you can.
Well, that was me asking permission, or else we could just
Okay.
not talk about this anymore.
If you think you can, then go for it.
I guess I want to talk about Oscar's part of just acceptance of it. I guess we'll talk about that a little more later with her feelings, but just Oscar's, that goes in with whole Oscar's unwillingness to change anything and just let everything roll off her. Even when it comes to abuse. And I think that's just a real thing that happens to people all the time, is when it's bad but not too bad, they just let it slide.
Yeah.
Like,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. No, go on.
Well, because of course what Oscar's mom did is like awful and horrendous, but like we don't see that or mention ever again. Like, it's not a daily thing. It's probably not even a weekly thing. But it's a thing that happens often enough, but not often enough to where Oscar wants to change. And just to ignore it.
Yeah. I want to touch on how we talked last episode about, hey, maybe Oscar kind of a dick, kind of
selfish is the word.
Selfish. I know, kind of a dick, selfish, that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But also, her story is like so tragic.
I'm not sure tragic is the word.
I don't know a better word.
It's sad.
It's sad. Okay, yeah, sad also.
That's a thing that happens to people all the time.
Yeah.
That's a thing I've been a part of. Like, sometimes things are bad, but not bad enough to where you convince yourself to not change things. Or to, like, fight back. And you just go into a shell. And it's like, yeah, it's tragic whenever that happens, but I guess I always see tragedy as, like, a big thing, but these are just a bunch of small, awful things.
Yeah, and also mean tragic on how her backstory contributes to how she acts amongst her peers, basically, and like she acts the way she does because of her surroundings and the environment she's raised in.
Yeah, that's everyone.
Yeah, but I don't know. But it's her. Yeah, I don't know, because she gets a lot of focus, and it's especially touched upon here. But yeah.
Do you want to talk about the scene at her house then? Or I guess, and I think we'll talk about more of what is said later when Kumiko says it again. But I guess I do like the scene of Haruka kind of standing up a little taller for her when Asuka stops coming. And saying, oh yeah, we need to work together to make a safe place for her to come back to.
Yeah, because if you have to mention it again, she stops going to club for like a period of time.
Off and on, I said.
Off and on.
To which we assume it just went to she could sneak out, but yeah.
It's just her, like her mother. It's like her. I guess like her mother had talked with her. It's like, you're not going to the club anymore.
I mean, we never get a see, which I guess is the part I'm happy about. With we don't see that.
Yeah, I mean, we don't need to. You don't need to.
I mean, abuse is such a thing. And we never get to see the full extent, and I don't think we need to.
We don't, no, because I think then it'd be trending into too much water. Yeah,
but we also don't know how deep it goes.
No.
And I don't know.
We kind of like a surface level glance, and that's probably all we need in terms of telling the story.
Yeah. Also, I hate to say this, slaps mean not less in anime. They really do. And that's why I think that scene is so good, because I feel like it does put a lot of impact and saying, no, this is an awful thing. Well, like we said, we watched Gunbuster, where slaps were happening to women all the time from men, and they were all just treated as, well, snap out of it. I'm watching Gundam 79 again, which Gundam is a show that's just slap happy to everyone, and it's always like not a thing. Like, I feel like slaps in anime a lot is not portrayed as an act of violence a lot, but this one 100% was.
Yeah.
To me, like, I don't know how much of that was original intent or director.
Like, I don't know. Like, everyone like noticed it. Like, everyone paused to like think about it for a second when it happens.
Yeah, but Taki and the principal do not say that is wrong. Get out of here.
Yeah, but they're in a tricky situation, and like I get where it's like they don't want to.
I mean, the plot has to happen.
Yeah. Oh, that too.
Yeah, but sorry. I guess, do we want to talk about the scene at the house? Do you have anything before that? So that happens. He stops going to practice. Then we get the station stuff, which is nice, but I don't think we need to spend time on it.
No.
We have a lot to talk about with Asuka still.
We do. We also got to talk about the ending.
Yeah. Okay, here, just... This is how I see it.
Okay.
Just time. House scene. The "You're Not Special" ending.
That works.
Okay.
Fuck.
Look at the audacity.
There's downtime. Don't look. Let's just keep going. We'll end it.
So later on, Kumiko goes to Asuka's house, where Asuka does the misery thing and says, "Here's my backstory." But actually, that one does have some preface with Reina, though. Remember?
It does?
That was the scene where Reina's like, "I'll tear your mask off." In a non-gay way. No, remember, because like, Kumiko's like, "Why the fuck does everyone talk to me? Why the fuck am I the protagonist?" And then Reina's like, "I don't know, it's just people could talk to you. You always know what," I forgot the exact line. But
yeah, there was that scene. Yeah, okay.
But it's like, you always know what to say at the right moment that hurts the most, or something like that.
Was it? God, I don't remember that part.
Because Kumiko always lets out, and then Reina just says, and does a Kumiko voice of like, "Did you really think we can win nationals?" Which is from the first episode of the show. Like, Kumiko always says the thing that hurts the most when she leads wants to by accident. Like calling Reina out, saying, "Oh, you really think you can be special by playing the trumpet?" But we'll talk about that in a minute.
Yeah.
So, Asuka's backstory is she had a dad. Their parents divorced when she was a kid. She got a euphonium in the mail and a patterned notebook. And her dad's going to be a judge at the fucking thing. It's sad.
Yeah. How long did Asuka know? Did she know it the whole time?
No, it's stated... Because remember, Asuka did not care about the Nationals.
No, oh yeah, okay, yeah. There was a thing where she didn't care, and then she suddenly.
It was right before the second one because he made that speech.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, and I'd also want to note that because I think I mentioned the last episode how it was like maybe I was just talking to you. I don't remember. I was like trying to like think in my head like what moments of like important character moments she had where she was actually like having genuine emotions instead of putting up a front.
We talked about this off air because it wasn't on the podcast.
Okay, you're right. Yeah, because it was in episode 5 where she had like that speech, and I thought to myself like after she get that speech like, oh, this feels like different from like the other times she's spoken, and it feels like she's actually like caring about the rest of the band here and really wants to make it to nationals.
Yeah, but it was so selfish.
Obviously, yes. We find that out later. Like, it's like genuine in a selfish way.
It's genuine that she wants them to win.
Yes.
Because she wants to hear, and she doesn't have a grand plan of like, I'm gonna go gonna go talk to him, but she just wants to she wants him to listen to her play.
Yes.
Like, she does not stay on screen ever. She wants to reforge that connection. And on screen it said, that's it. I got a euphonium in a box and a letter, and he's never tried to call me again. And she's never tried to call him. That's sad. Yeah, that's sad. But, yeah. And then Kumiko asked her about her mom. And Kumiko and Asuka does a whole speech about how, like, well, I was born from her. I am always chained to her. But I still love her. And then Kumiko lets out the thing she wasn't supposed to let out, saying, you actually hate her. And Asuka just doesn't say anything.
God, so trash.
To which I assume just means, yeah.
God.
Then she plays the song on the hill, that's warm yet lonely. And it's a nice moment. That's a really nice moment.
I should mention the episode also happens in is called Sound Euphonium.
Wait, episode 9 is Sound Euphonium?
Yes.
That's what it's called? Motherfuckers. What a dumb reveal. God, I love it. See, that's the corniest thing in the show. Do you have anything to say about episode 9?
That moment with them together on the hill there was really nice.
That was a very sweet moment.
It was nice. It was like, I don't know, I had personal satisfaction seeing Asuka just like be herself.
For once, yeah.
For once.
Sharing the song that means a lot to her, yeah.
Yeah. It's euphonium player to euphonium player who stick together.
But there's that whole talk also, though. You reminded me, good job, Marcy, making the podcast longer.
Goddamn.
When Asuka's like, I always thought of myself as a euphonium, but you're a euphonium. I don't know what the fuck that means.
Fuck, I don't know.
Kumiko is a euphonium. See, we don't get the scene like in season 1 of Hazuki, like, I'm a tuba, I'll support you in the background. I don't know what the fuck a euphonium is. I don't know what purpose it has in bands.
Someone explain it to us. Right.
You have a music podcast?
Shut up.
Tell me about music.
That's not the theme of the podcast. I don't know if you know.
We're talking about a music show. It's important.
We move on. We got another fucking thing to talk about.
No, because when I'm fucking with you, we can take as much time as we need. Because that's why I do a podcast.
I mean, I like it. It's fun. But also, we still got like more can of worms.
Yeah, we got the biggest scene in the show.
We got the biggest scene of the show.
Do you want to set this one up? I've been talking.
Okay, it's okay. No, okay. So there's like a bit set up to that where Kumiko has that talk with Mamiko. Remember that?
Oh yeah, but I thought you were just going to skip that.
No, because that's like, I don't know. I watched that scene back. That like she thinks about that, and that's what spurs Kumiko on to like challenge back.
I mean, Mamiko's whole thing is like, hey, you don't be me. Hey, you, don't be me. Live a life of no regret, even if that's playing in your dumb high school band. That doesn't matter, really. But it matters to you, and you like it, so that's what matters. So don't have any regrets. And Kumiko sees Asuka with so many regrets, and like, hey, don't you don't have regrets. You.
So
no.
How does this? Okay, sorry, because they have a talk outside of the school, but I forget how it's set up.
Kumiko goes to Asuka at lunch and like, hey yo, can we chat? And then Asuka does the running joke of the season 2 saying, oh, do you have advice about love? And Kumiko says no.
And then she like, she's like, hey, I need to talk about something. It's like, oh, this is it. This is your confession here.
And then she says, no, I need to have a serious talk. And then Asuka drops the mask right away.
Yeah,
it's
God,
really scary.
And then, God damn it! You said you were just giving me less. I said it was gonna be less of this, but yeah, here it is. Just
Okay, so Kumiko's like, hey, yo, join back. Asuka's like, what's your proof that people want me back? Because, oh, this is important. Mizure, she sees this also as, like, retribution for not fucking with the Nozomi situation until it got out of hand, too.
What do you mean?
Like, she sees this as her punishment, too, in a little bit of that. Because she didn't fuck with the Nozomi thing, so why does she deserve to go back into the band? And Kumiko's like, well, people want you there. And then Asuka's like, okay, where's the signed petition? Pretty much.
Like, give me proof. I need handwritten.
It's like,
evidence.
same. I need proof too, if people want me there. And then Kumiko keeps on trying to dig in. And Asuka finally bites back and calls out Kumiko for being a city main character. Like, she even talks, like, gives, like, specific examples. Like, with the Missouri and Nozomi thing, she had a line, she never crossed it, and then she always watched from the sidelines. The exact quote is, even though you take interest and get closer to people, you're scared of hurting them and being hurt. Why would I ever open myself up to you? Someone who doesn't even know their true feelings. Which is a lot. And also, Asuka just delivers that whole speech with a smile.
It's so much.
There's that little moment in episode 9 when Asuka's shoes were untied. And Kari comes over
god.
And just ties them. And then we get 5 shots, like angle different shots. We never see Asuka's eyes. It's just shadowed. And we see her frown. So fucking angry. That
I was legitimately freaked out at that point. It's like, oh my, what are you doing?
I mean, that's what Asuka's whole thing is. She is independent. She does not need anyone. No one she cannot trust and rely on anyone. She will be by herself. And so she hates anytime anyone fucking helps her. Even if it's just tying your shoes. And that's why, and Asuka is the one who never gets close to people. When it's going back to season 1, she was never true to her feelings about Kari, even though she has cute little blood and she wants to suck it. Fucking A.
Fuck.
God, Asuka.
God.
Sensual girl things of telling my friend that, oh yeah, mosquitoes would bite her. Don't you ever want to take a bite of her and see how sweet her blood is? God. Fucking this show's not gay. The ghost is back.
The ghost. Oh no. How's it been?
And then Kumiko lets out her true feelings finally and says, I'm being selfish here. I'm going to act like a child. And she starts crying and says, I want to play with my senpai. And it's a lie.
She thinks back to, like, all the times that, like, everyone was like, oh, we want Asuka back.
Oh, no. That wasn't happening to me.
What?
That was just Kumiko kind of putting the pieces together of, like, Asuka's character, I guess? I don't know. Because to me, that scene that matters most is that Kumiko is being selfish and a kid, and like, no, I want to play with you. This is a singular act of kindness, or not kindness, but of selfishness, that I want you, and that moves Asuka to tears. And she won't let Kumiko see. And then Asuka becomes a national champion of math or whatever, and joins back in. How do you feel about the scene?
It's a lot.
I missed the... You talk.
What?
I missed the most important part, but you talk.
Okay. It's... I keep saying it caught me off guard, but, like, it was so weird seeing, like, how revealing Asuka was about Kumiko as, like, a character of this show. It's so weird.
I mean, I don't think it was meta.
It wasn't meta.
But it was definitely,
it kind of gets. It's kind of.
I don't think. I think it wasn't. I think it was just calling her out for being passive as a human being. Because Kumiko, throughout the whole show, has done almost nothing really.
I think it's something. Okay, go on.
She had walked in the plot points. She was led up to a mountain. she walked into Taki Sensei buying flowers on a tsunami. She's been the main character by happenstance, but which isn't bad. But like Kumiko has a lot of internal feelings. She, like, of course, like she wants to improve. She runs. She loves the Euphonium, but she's been passive a lot, and I don't know. And I guess that is from that thing of like she doesn't want to be hurt. Like she's afraid to get closer to Natsuki in season 1 because she's afraid of being screamed at like her other senpai.
Yeah. Okay. I was just gonna say how maybe maybe you could make a reading on that as like some kind of like meta kind of thing. Like it doesn't. I don't think it's necessarily that.
I think that's I'm gonna be honest here. I think that's a shitty reading.
I know. I'm not saying I'm making that.
That's like the most fucking boring YouTube theory shit of like Asuka's Deadpool. Does he break the fourth wall?
It's okay. It's definitely not that. I'm not saying it's that.
I think someone has made that take, and I think they suck.
I mean, obviously, yeah. If you're gonna like fucking make like a 20-minute video expounding on that, then yeah, what are you doing?
I mean, that's why I love Kumiko. Like Kumiko is a person. Like she isn't Sapphire. Like Sapphire is a main fucking ass character.
Poor Sapphire.
Have you ever seen Sapphire? She has the like little hoagie hair thing that all main characters have.
I do have.
Like Kumiko has never been special. She's just really easy to talk to. Like almost
sometimes I don't know. That's not a character trait.
Oh, yeah, it is. Like Kumiko's a really interesting character. Like she's a very much more grounded and real person. Except when she's on screen with Reina. This scene is almost like the reverse of Mount Daikichi.
How? Okay, explain that.
Because like that whole scene is setting up the theme the first time of like we can be special. We can be special. We will be special. This is our path to being special, and that is all that matters. And this one screen has Kumiko yelling out, "You're not special."
We kind of touched on this before we started recording the podcast, but yeah, that is really interesting.
Which to me is the most important line of the show, is because no, fucking none of these characters are special. They're normal human fucking beings. Like, Reina has a schoolgirl crush. Mizore can't just get over, like, a city friendship. Asuka just can't learn how to connect to people. Like, they're not special because they can play instruments well. But the thing is, that's not sad either. Like, this is not, like, a cynical take of, like, well, no one's special. We're all fucking level zeros or whatever the fuck. No, the thing that makes someone special is they're special to us. And
yeah, it's that feeling of being special,
or like the feeling of having someone special to you.
Like and you get that like different many ways, and to a lot of characters, it's getting gold nationals.
Like a lot of characters like don't feel special, but they have someone who knows me does not feel special, but Mizore thinks of her as special for talking to her, which is not, like a special thing. It's special and knows, like, Mizore. Like, that's all that matters to her, is that one day that they talked. Which, that's a dangerous thing to go down to sometimes, but we'll talk about that some other time, maybe. But, yeah, I guess the show is about, like, human connections, and that is special in itself, but not individual.
Yeah, everyone has their each, like, individual goals and aspirations, but in the grand scheme of things, it's high school stuff.
Yeah, it's just high school stuff.
And that's fine. It isn't like, it's like a knock against stuff. Like, that stuff is important to like people.
Yeah. But, I mean, it is important.
High school is a thing you look back on. I think, God, that's... No,
don't say that.
Like, it's okay, you don't have to look back on it. Like, I'm just saying, well, stuff happened there.
I mean, but it makes it what... I mean, you make your memories of high school special, and maybe they were special. Like, I don't know, like Butterfly Soup is a tale about... I don't know why I thought about the lesbian game, but I don't know. But...
I don't know.
But no, that game ends with a line of like, "I miss high school so much," and some people do miss high school so much. I guess, yeah, a lot of feelings.
A lot of feelings.
Give me some feelings, Mercy.
Fuck, I have feelings about high school that we'll talk about here.
Don't talk about that. Fuck high school. Talk about anime characters' high school's lives.
High school means so fucking much to these characters.
Yeah, of course.
It's fucking the most important.
They're going to make it to nationals.
I don't know. That's the thing I really cherish about. I don't know. Like, kind of just slice of life anime like this is, yeah, this stuff means a lot to them, and that's okay. And just don't look down upon them for like caring so much.
Why? Yeah, no. And I mean, sometimes people will. Like, I'm sure when they do win nationals or like season fucking whatever, because they better.
They better.
Because I'm invested too.
We got to see the end of it. Will they make it? Will they
will? We never will. But they will, because stuff in high school does matter to people. Or else Taki's wife would have mentioned it on her deathbed.
Yeah, exactly.
See, that's special. Taki's the special one in the cast.
Oh, Taki's okay.
Taki's
no, actually no, he's fine. He's
no.
He
no.
No.
He took a job as a high school conductor to fulfill his dead wife's dream of getting some high schoolers to nationals, and I hope he will be okay when that dream is achieved and he won't just feel aimless.
Okay, there is that, but like for the most part,
he has a goal to move towards. Like, he's not depressed. Like, that's a line that someone says, like, yeah, he's cheering up a bit. I'm happy. He has something to do. You got anything to say about this scene? Because I don't want this to be a 3-hour podcast.
No, we should probably just get to the ending here.
I want to talk about one thing before.
Okay.
2 things.
Fuck.
One's a joke.
Okay.
Every single day, I wake up, put my hand over my chest, sing this pledge of allegiance to my president, President Yuko. MVP. President Yuko. See his president. Remember that shot of Natsuki curtsying, and then her whole face took up the whole frame? Yeah, fun. Alright. Perfect piece of media.
God bless.
Put it in a museum. Mercy, would your dogs die for President Yuko? Take a bullet.
Do they know who Yuko is? I don't know if they know who she is.
Yeah, they watched it. My dog's livid. My dog's patriotic.
I think they recognize the ribbons.
Okay. They just every time to see a woman with ribbons, they just salute. It's 1 a.m.
It's 2 a.m. here.
That's your time's not real. I'm in Central Time. That's the Central
Fake time. Time is fake.
Central's real. No, I'm tired, so time is real. I want to talk about one thing. It ties in the ending.
Okay.
I really love that we don't. Okay, so hey, they didn't win nationals, but they're frustrated. They'll do it again next year. Yeah, fuck it.
I thought it was part of the ending.
No. Well, I thought that
it is to me.
Well, we need to hurry up. I think my favorite thing is, we don't see the performance at nationals.
No.
Which is fine, because we don't need to see a losing performance. That's my
take.
And
yeah, when I noticed they didn't play it, I was like, oh.
They're not winning. So, yeah, but we don't see it. It doesn't matter.
Okay, oh no.
Yeah, of course.
Small thing. Oh, I just kind of like that episode as like, hey, things are wrapping up here. All these characters that have been working hard for this thing. Everything's been leading up to this. Everyone's here to put on their best show. Everyone's hanging around the nationals, like they're doing like stuff around the city. They're in Nagoya. They're just like hanging around. It's like, wait, everyone's realizing, oh, this is like the end of our journey here. It's kind of sad,
years,
but also, yeah, for the third years, but also, yeah. But it was just nice. It was nice. I like seeing that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I guess. But you know,
these characters acting as characters as regular high school kids being high school kids. I don't know.
You're telling me you want to watch a show that is just a slice of these characters' lives?
I mean, that'd be cool.
Yeah, a slice of life.
Slice of life. Tell me about it.
So, see, my thing is we don't see the final performance because it doesn't matter, because the final Crescent Moon Dance performance that matters is when the kids play it for their senpais the final time. Like, and that's the performance that matters, because we do see that performance. And I like that a lot.
Yeah. Also, there's all the stuff leading up to that, like, stuff where, like, Asuka wasn't there for, like, a good period. Everyone was kind of shaky. Like, everyone wasn't hitting their stuff right, or to where it needs to be. And so, like, you can obviously see that stuff, like, leading up to them not exactly making golds and, like, magically getting their shit together.
No, if I agree with that.
Why?
Because I think that just goes back to the whole thing about competitions being fickle and don't really matter. Like, I think if there was actually, like, real issues with that performance, we would have heard about it. But I'm pretty sure we've heard, like, oh no, they played their heart out.
No, they played their heart out. Like, I'm not denying that. I'm just saying, like, they stumbled, but, like, they still gave their best shot, and that best shot was bronze.
Yeah, I don't think that's true.
They never, like, they had trouble getting there, but when they got there, they didn't doubt themselves.
I don't think the trouble hindered their performance in any way. Or I don't think that was supposed to be a thing in the show.
I felt like it was to me. Not, like, touched on too much, but, like, it was, like, freezing to me. It's like, oh, we're not going to just get gold here.
To me, that just goes back, like, to that competition thing. Sometimes you don't win gold. Like, all these other high school kids all have their own fucking arcs and stories, because because they're all the same. And I'm sure they went through their own troubles, and everyone at the end performed. Like, I'm sure no band at the end of that show did a half-assed job and won. Like,
No, definitely. But it's like, other people played better than them.
And I mean, I think, yeah. Or not, I don't know. Competition's fucked.
I mean, I don't know. It's like, we don't need that outlined. But I feel like, to me, that's just, oh, we just didn't play as good as the others. We weren't bad, people played better.
I don't know about that either, I guess. Because I guess that's just going back to what is a competition. Some random fucking judge decides who plays better.
Yeah, but they didn't, like, touch on, like, what the judges thought. It's just, they got bronze.
Do you think Asuka's dad just fucking voted for her own? We don't even know that.
That wasn't touched on at all.
No. But I don't know. Like, my thing is, like, no. Of course, every single person who made nationals played as hard as they can. Yeah. And they probably all played about the same. I don't know. Like, we didn't see any underperformance, so we don't. I think we need to move on. I think we're getting deep in the weeds of something that doesn't matter.
That's something I want to touch upon, and you tried to argue it, and now we're just arguing.
Well, if this was 30 minutes into the podcast, I would keep on arguing, but we're 2 hours and 20 minutes into the podcast.
You're correct.
Which
is this longer than the last episode?
Oh, easily.
Fuck. What did we do? Goddamn, Asuka.
Weird energy. Final euphonium thoughts.
Okay, no, not that. It's just okay. I thought that scene where Taki relayed a message from Asuka's dad to her was a nice moment.
Can't even see his own daughter face to face.
I mean, I don't know. I didn't read into it like that.
I do a little bit, but
it's I don't want to read into it that much. No. It's Asuka gets that moment.
Yeah, she gets her little act of recognition, and now she's off to never play the euphonium again.
They have the whole scene in high school where she's graduating, and they all play for her.
Yeah, it's really the final Crescent Moon dance. God, that sounds great. We're never going to hear that song again.
Oh,
it's fine.
I pick another piece, and it's not going to be as good.
Oh, Okay, hey, Mercy, I'm just going to tell you the name of the next piece, okay? Am I allowed to do
Okay.
that?
Can you?
The name of the next free piece is called Liz and the Bluebird.
Oh, I thought we were talking about the second. Okay, no, not that, not that. No.
Oh, I thought you were
Oh,
saying there would never be another song as good as the Crescent Moon Dance.
no, I meant like whatever they're playing like next year.
Oh no, the song is called Liz and the Bluebird.
Oh wait, no, they're playing that.
Yeah.
No, what do you mean?
I'm not afraid to reveal that because that's revealed in like the first 2 minutes of the movie. No, the name of the movie, Liz and the Bluebird, is the name of the free piece they're playing. Because they have to pick a new song every year, you know?
Really? God.
And the new one is called Liz and the Bluebird.
God damn it. Okay, I just got owned here then.
Fucking don't. No, it's a different song.
I didn't think Liz and the Bluebird was starting at that point. I didn't know where it started.
It's next year. I told you that.
I don't remember that.
It's next year.
Oh, now I know.
Yeah, both movies are next year.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah. Wait, what did you think the next movie was? Because it focuses on Nozomi and Mizure's relationship.
I don't know. I thought it was like... I don't know. I thought it was like maybe part of that first year there.
Oh, well, no? Okay, second year. Okay, anyway. And also, yeah, I wasn't kidding. That's like one of the first things the movie is like, oh, we have a new piece. It's called Liz and the Bluebird. That's Nozomi's new voice. It's 1 a.m. Okay. Ending. That song does bring. It's a great song.
Good song.
It goes like, da, da, fucking ending.
Ending.
It does the joke again of like, oh, you hear the talk about love. So, okay, Kumiko and Asuka are just like talking. It's snowy. We are now in the flash forward. The show opens with a fast forward, and now we are here in the flash forward. And Kumiko, like, Asuka's like, oh, hey, you have a confession about love? And Kumiko's like, oh, yeah, I do. I love you. Okay. I guess something really important to talk about is Kumiko saying, I hated you.
Okay.
I think that's a really important thing to touch on. Because I think that it does go, because we, as the audience who have had Kumiko's internal thoughts, never had any sign of that. And I guess that does tie into the thing of Kumiko doesn't know her own feelings about things. But yeah, I guess. But she loves Asuka.
I was thrown off by that.
She loves Asuka.
I mean, I get where it's coming from. It's just like... Because she says that to Mamiko too, and like, I understand that.
But yeah.
It's...
Kumiko loves 3 people. Reina, Asuka, Mamiko.
She never says it to Reina.
This is my confession of love. She puts it's the scene I talk about all the time. She puts her hand on her cheek.
You're right. Okay. Yeah, you're right.
Fuck it.
But the show doesn't treat... I don't know if the show treats it like that.
This season, maybe not.
Like, from that first season, I definitely felt that. I don't know if the show felt it like that.
I think there's a good reading of the season of The Ghost is Back. Where it's like Kumiko getting over Reina's bullshit. And kind of not seeing her special, but not giving her the fucking speech of like, you're not special.
She give her that speech, goddammit.
Give her that speech, she really needs it. My microphone again.
She's gonna have a second year there, and a third year. What happens there? You need to tell her at some point, or else she's gonna fucking... I don't know.
What the fuck is Reina going to be in the new movie? Like, yeah, I'm excited about fucking Kumiko being a senpai and having to, like, fucking try to be the responsible one. I'm interested in that.
Does like Reina look down at everyone that's doing this?
I mean, I'm gonna tell you, this is interesting, I think. So, you know how, like, oh, it's 65 people, only 55 people can play?
Yeah.
50 people join the band next year.
Yeah, okay. You told me that before, but
yeah,
it's probably something on the podcast.
I think that's like a super interesting thing. It's like, yeah, people do join the band because they made it to nationals, and they're all hardcore like band people.
Yeah, it's fucking like fucking Taki's there. He's a really good. He's a really good teacher, and
Yeah, I'm really interested in that
fucking
dynamic
showed
of
out.
like someone like Hazuki who's really not that background, and or in Natsuki having to deal with, well, this is now a serious club again.
Yeah, not like not. I don't know. Natsuki had that line where she's like, "Okay, I'm gonna get them all next year. I'm gonna compete with y'all."
Yeah, will she make it? I'm invested in that.
I
And
hope
I'm
she
also
does.
invested in Reina getting her shit together.
Reina get
Final.
shit together.
So the final scene of the show. Fuck it. God, we can't. Oh my god, we still have to pull ourselves.
No, it's fine. Like, I don't know. I mentioned before how like
We're bad at this.
this. Oh no, I mentioned before how like this. Before we talked about Asuka, I was like how this show was actually entirely about Asuka the whole time. It was like at this scene where I was like, "Damn, it really was, huh?"
Yeah. And then. Fuck, I had something smart to say. Hopefully
Oh
it was in
no.
my notes. Oh, I do. It was in my notes.
Yay.
So something I do like is, like, this is high school. Like, we don't see, like, Asuka ever mature, really, even though that's a part of her. Like, she doesn't, like, do an overnight change, but she has grown. And the thing about the show is Asuka's not becoming a professional Euphonium player. Like, she's going to fucking college. Like, this doesn't, like, this matters to every character. Like, this is what you were talking about. This is high school. But, like, Kumiko is the one who will not forget about this more than Asuka, maybe. I don't know. Kumiko loves her. And then Asuka's like, oh, that's sweet. Well, I'll try to see you again whenever I can. Here's this notebook. I don't need it anymore. But that notebook does mean a lot, of course, you know.
Yeah, it's also it's moment. Just a moment. I was like, oh god, oh Asuka, oh, hope you're okay.
Oh, yeah, of course she will be. Asuka's gonna be fucking be a manager somewhere and fucking make bank. Hopefully,
She'd be a good manager.
I don't know.
Which
But
she has what it takes.
Asuka Sonata Middle Management Blues. The hit sequel to Mr. Tonikawa's. Dun dun. Oh god, that's so. Anyway, it's 1:30. Yeah, I guess I don't know, but like, yeah.
Yeah.
Mercy, can you do me a favor?
Okay.
Give me your reaction to the title drop.
I think I saw that. I was like,
Will you spoil on that?
What, duh. What? No, I wasn't spoiling it. I was like,
Thank goodness.
oh, duh.
It's so
I
dumb. I love it.
I was like, oh, Asuka, main character.
It's all leading to this moment, and then it's at the end. Mercy, final thoughts on Euphonium before we talk about. Okay, so honest to God, fine. This is the final thoughts on like Euphonium. I've said it plenty of times. That next movie fucking knows me in misery. Final thoughts for a year.
I feel like I really liked watching this anime. There are things I feel like I need closure on. I need things seen. I need to see character development. I don't know if I'll get that, but I'm happy with what I have here, even though things don't bug me. But yeah.
Do you want me to tell you what's been in the book so far?
I don't know. I don't know.
No, it's not a spoiler. I'm not spoiling it. Because there's no. I told you I tried to find spoilers for 2 hours and they weren't out there.
Okay.
No, there's another book of short stories that don't matter, and then there's the 2 spin-off books about that marching band, and then there's the book that's the new movie. And Liz and the Bluebird was not a part of that book. It was kind of mentioned a bit, but this is Liz and the Bluebird's more original story than anything we have gotten. And then the new book that just came out is the third year, the second year thing. And who knows what the fuck that writer will write more. I don't know.
Oh.
Will we get more? Fucking, I don't know. Anime's weird.
Hey, you know what we do have?
What?
Listen to Bluebird.
Damn. Give me that fucking give me that art house ass film about Reina and Kumiko.
Oh my god. Ooh, that would be something. Oh, give me that.
What the fuck would that be? How does Yamada feel about them? Okay, sorry.
I'm looking forward to listening to Bluebird. I've said that enough
I hope I haven't hyped it up too much. I really hope I haven't.
I'll probably still like it all anyway.
That movie does appeal to my sensibilities a lot more in terms of like stories. We'll talk about that more later, but yeah,
we'll see. I mean, I'll like it. I know I'm gonna like it.
You'll watch it. Why do we have to talk about it? Because you're gonna watch it.
I don't know. I'm really okay. I'm like, it's interesting to me that they made it like this, like interesting, cool, like artsy kind of movie from characters from Sound Euphonium
who don't get a lot of saying, like side characters.
I know you mentioned last episode that the like animes have now been starting to get like movies more.
Mm-hmm.
Like after release instead of like second seasons. I feel like I feel like Liz kind of so far at least stands out a part that at least from what I can tell. Like it's not feeling like a quota.
The new movie is this one. Isn't.
Okay, yeah, definitely.
Which is kind of frustrating, but I think I'm happier this way too.
I'm curious about that movie, and I'm looking forward to this.
And yeah, like, I feel like if we got a new season, we would just get the third movie. Liz and the Blue Room would not be a part of a new season of the show.
No.
Which is interesting. Yeah, we'll try to watch that sooner than later.
Yeah.
I really love the show. It's a great show. Everyone should watch it.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you've come this far, I hope you've watched it by now. Or not. You don't have to. But it probably helps.
You could have watched 2.5. How did this become 2.5? Okay, hey Mercy, guess what? I'm gonna draw a random anime.
I was about to say that. I thought you'd forget. Thanks for remembering.
I love gambling.
Let's go.
I hate anime so much.
Oh, did you pull it? Oh no.
I hate anime.
We haven't done this in a
poster.
while.
I'm gonna show you the poster because I've seen this poster. I hate this poster. I hate it.
We haven't done a pull like this. We're gonna get back to random after some time. Okay.
Oh my God.
I'm not ready for this.
I can't find the specific poster I can think of because all I can find are pictures of her boobs. The show is called My Girlfriend is a So Bitch. The poster features a guy holding a banana unpeeled, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 girls looking at the banana like it's a penis. I'll send you the trailer. I'm not kidding. It says "So Bitch." It says "So Bitch" right there.
I'm gonna watch this. I'm reacting to this trailer live.
No, you're not. I don't.
Yes, I am.
I need to think about vetoing this.
You already did a veto, kinda.
No. Okay. Hey, look. We're friends now.
We are.
No, not you and me. We've been friends. I'm talking to the audience right now.
Okay.
We're friends. This is the longest podcast. A peek behind the curtain. We've been talking about maybe not doing this segment anymore. And I was kind of like, yeah, no, you know what? No, let's give it a couple more tries. Maybe not. It's 2:00.
Okay. Since we've peeled back that curtain,
weird energy.
I would like to mention that.
Mm-hmm.
I want to get better polls here.
This is the worst poll we've ever gotten.
I'm thinking in my head tiny bit like maybe this is what we need. Maybe not.
I'm not this bad. I don't want to fucking type in our Podbean episode 7. My girlfriend is a so bitch.
Okay, that's valid. Okay, you're right.
I don't want to post that. I think this fucking sucks. I'm redrawing.
Yeah, I think what we should probably do is keep drawing until we get something that we
I don't
have.
want to do that.
And not like say have anything to say, like say something.
No, I just don't want to show that's called My Girlfriend Is Just So Bitch.
I know, yeah, we can. Okay, what's next? What's next?
Thank you. This is what I. Oh, it's a movie!
Oh, a movie. You haven't
It's a
done
Professor
that.
Layton movie.
What? Oh my gosh, shit.
Hell yeah, we'll watch a Professor. We will be watching Professor Layton and the Eternal Diva. This came out.
Throw me a trailer here.
The trailer doesn't do anything. It's 20 seconds.
That's fine.
Professor Layton and the Eternal. Is this an OVA or a movie? If it's an OVA, I may not do it. If nope, it's a 1 hour and 40-minute movie. It's on YouTube.
Oh yes, cool.
Hell yeah. This movie came out in 2009, directed by Masahiko Hashimoto. PA Works.
Oh really?
Yeah, I mean, they've done a bunch of anime, you know?
How? There's been a few Professor Layton movies, hasn't there?
I think they've been... No, it says here on the Wikipedia page they have not, but they did do that new show that's out now about his daughter.
Okay. I think that's the one I think I'd be more curious about.
Yeah. Do you want to draw?
Oh, no.
Do you want to do this one?
I feel like this is interesting. Have you played any Layton games?
No, I'm gonna draw again.
I haven't either.
I'm gonna draw again.
Maybe it'd be cool to see anyway.
I'm drawing again.
We'll
just talk about Professor Layton.
What? Okay. What'd you pull here?
Arata the Legend. A young boy from a noble family wants to make a life of his own. His grandmother had claimed him to be a female at birth. Never mind.
I'm looking at this. No, we're not watching this. This looks
God.
I would
What?
never watch this.
Me. I'm like, oh, this is a bit, and then I'm like, wait, what? Excuse me? Anime. Hey, Mercy. I know I'm just leaning in now to the Weird Energy Dog Podcast.
Weird Energy Dog Podcast.
But hey,
it's a new name.
What show are we watching next month?
Oh, we're dropping that now?
Yeah, we always do that at the beginning of the month.
Hey y'all, what's up? I got to pick this thing this time. I got to pick the next anime.
Fuck picking things.
I mean, actually, no. I think I picked Kids on the Slope. You picked Gunbuster. Now it's my turn. Actually, no. And then we both picked Sound Euphonium.
No, we both picked Kids on the Slope.
Did we?
Because it was our first episode, and I think we made we had a conversation about what should our first episode be.
Yeah.
And also, I kind of picked Sound Euphonium.
I mean, good.
I kind of pushed you.
I was ready to be pushed.
I know.
I'm glad I'm watching it now.
You're malleable. Mercy, you're pretty malleable. I could push you.
Look, in this specific case of having to push, you kind of had to do a bit of pushing for Gunbuster, but I'm happy you did.
I love Gunbuster.
It's pretty good.
It's 2 a.m.
Hey, the next book club anime we're talking about, something I've been wanting to watch for a good while. The hit TV anime, Toradora. I'm looking forward to this. I think it's gonna be cool.
I watched 8 minutes of the first episode, and I am fine. I told Mercy the stipulation for this season, next show, was a show I don't give a fuck about. A show I can't get invested in, which is what I want. It's directed by Tatsuyuki Nagi. It's written by Maria Okada, which I did not know that. That's super interesting. And it was 2008, 2009.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That late 2000s point of anime.
Hell yeah. Maria Okada. Fucking, wow. God, I can't wait to talk about her. What a fucking writer.
I hope that speaks goodwill on this anime we're about to watch.
Maybe.
we'll see. I think I'm gonna enjoy it a lot.
What a weird writer. Weird writer
I,
for weird
I'm
energy.
I'm super ready for my fun high school romance. That's what I need.
I'm ready to record a podcast that isn't 2 hours and 30 minutes.
Hopefully, we'll see. I don't think.
Where
we'll
can
see.
they find you on Twitter?
You can find me on Twitter at Cinemarcy.
Anything to plug?
I haven't done a stream in a while. Twitch.tv/Cinemarcy. I need to get back to that.
Caffeine.com. Cinemarcy.
Caffeine.tv. I'll have a
Caffeine's going to be dead in a week by the time this is out.
I know. I got another podcast called Be Like Gay. I hosted with someone else.
That's on iTunes now.
It's on iTunes. Hey, we're on iTunes too.
Yeah, but you can first find me, and please, for the love of God, follow me on Twitter at Lightspeedwagon. It's 2 a.m. I'm being a little honest. It's Weird Energy Dog Podcast. I need validation. Follow me on Twitter and give me validation.
Be nice to Hunter.
Be nice to Hunter. Be nice to
This
Mercy.
is the mission of 2019.
We did the whole bit at the beginning of this about being the holiday Christmas episode.
We did.
But this podcast is coming 2 days after Christmas. You know what
Happy
that means.
holiday. Happy New Year.
You know what that means.
What does that mean?
Let's re-record right now. But first, anime.
Anime.
Oh, clap. We need to clap.
We need a clap.
Oh my god, how did the broadcast go on that long?
Okay, 15.
I don't know whose fault is this time. I'm gonna blame both of us. 20.